Hey everyone, this is Naren and welcome back to a new session of English with me. I know, just by seeing the title you might be thinking this. Oh, she started again, her thinking in English, and try to think in English, thinking can improve your fluency. I know some of you might have thought this in your head. Why is she repeating this again and again? Why is she asking all of us to think in English? We cannot even speak a few words in English. How can we think in English? How can we just control our brain? I know some of you might be thinking this, but maybe in your native language. You will be thinking all this about me in your native language. Now let's change that to English. Why am I stressing on this topic? What is the benefit of thinking in English? Let's find out from this video. Before that, let's see what thinking in English means. It's when you use English to talk to yourself in your head. Instead of thinking in your native language and then translating it to English when you speak, you are directly thinking in English in your head. So, why is this important? It can improve fluency. When you think in English, you can speak more smoothly. Translating in your head takes time and can make a lot of pauses. Thinking directly in English can help you speak faster and more naturally, without much effort. When you are trying to translate something in your head, you will have a lot of pauses and also you'll stop in between because you need to translate each word. Your brain needs to work a lot. So, try to speak in English and think that in English. Also, when you're trying to translate something in your head from your native language, you tend to make a lot of mistakes. You know why? Our native language and English is very much different. You cannot convert or you cannot translate each word. You might have thought of a good sentence in your native language, but if you translate each word into English, the English sentence will be a bit crazy. You know, the sentence formation won't be right. So always try to think in English. The second benefit is it can enhance vocabulary. Thinking in English can help you learn new words. You know how? When you try to express your thoughts in English, you find new words and phrases. You will be actually compelled to think of a new word or to think of a new sentence, and that way you can learn that new word or sentence and that will stay in your mind. You will remember those words and phrases better and you can use them better. So always try to think in English and to come up with new words. The words you learned yesterday, think of those words and try to use them in your sentences. Strengthens mental connection. Actually, thinking in English can bring a better mental connection with your brain and English. You can train your brain use the language better. Your brain makes stronger connection with the English language and it can help you remember the grammar and words and phrases more easily, making it easier to remember them. Saves time. You know how? You are actually skipping a step in between. You are skipping that translation in your head and it can save your time. Skip this step and think directly in English. You can answer questions and join meetings or any discussions more easily. It can help you respond and to to involve with them more quickly. Improves comprehension. When you use English a lot, even for thinking, it can help you understand English better. You get used to the way English is used. This way you can understand what is being heard and read more easily. So if you want to understand English better, try to think in English. If you want to understand what you are reading or what you are listening or what you are watching, you need to train your brain to think in English. The next one is it can improve your writing skills. When you get used to English sentences, your writing will be better. Your sentence structures and your word selection will improve by this method, and it can give you a good output when you are writing something. The thing that you are writing will be actually very good by trying this trick, thinking in English. This can help you write more naturally and correctly. You know, when you are trying to think in English, you tend to use a lot of new words. You tend to use a lot of words, and sometimes when you speak, you feel like that word is not so good there. Let me try another word. And you are training your brain. You are thinking a lot. You are using new words. You are trying to find new words. And this way, all your writing, comprehension, your reading, your listening, vocabulary, fluency, everything improves. You can be a fluent English speaker very quickly. Thinking in English can make the language learning more fun. It actually becomes a type of game where you have to express your thoughts in English. You know, you are compelled to think in English. It's like a game where you cannot think in any other language. You can only think in English. You are, you're stuck inside a room and you have to speak in English. You have to think in English to come out of those rooms, to make yourself free. It might be hard at first, but with practice, it gets easier and feels natural. Try it out and see how this can help you improve your English. So, that's all for today, guys. I hope you all like this video. And one more thing, think in English about this video and don't forget to comment it down. Let me see what you think about this video. I'll be back with a new video soon. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Bye.